TMD Sports is brought to you by Fanatics.com for all your official licensed gear. NFL players who have squandered their careers. We have a Browns Six Flags memorabilia giveaway and a Hall of Fame recap. Let's get it. What up, YouTube? What's going on Facebook and all the social media networks? It's TMDE Sports. We talk about everything that's going on in the sports world and our beloved Cleveland Browns. We have a contest giveaway on this show today. We're going to be giving away tickets to Six Flags and some Browns memorabilia. All you got to do is answer a couple questions to be entered into the drawing. But before we get to that, we're going to have a little Browns talk. We got to introduce the cast. We got a full house tonight, baby. Oh my God, I don't know where to begin. This is such a lovely thing. Yeah. Ladies first. Chrissy, you let me know what's good, baby.
Hey, I'm back in Florida, which is good because I was starting to fade. I need to go lay out by my pool. In fact, this weekend I will be watching football and napping from in the pool out back. Definitely, for sure. But I miss my brothers so much already. It was so great spending time with you guys.
No doubt. All right. Ray Showdog is in the building, right? Let him know what's good, baby.
No, I'm still recovering from Hall of Fame week. It was a great weekend. Got to see all my family, Chrissy, Pete, Aaron, Mr. Deacon. I got to see everybody. So it was a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
No doubt. Aaron Sims, my brother from another mother. How you doing, player? What's cracking?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I feel like MVP. All right, shoot. I feel like Ray, man. It was so good to see Christy, see Pete, to see you, Marcus. I know we live in cities that kind of close to each other, but we ain't always together. You know what I mean? So it was good to see you. Good to see Ray. Man, it just was a great week. I have to say, I've been to a lot of Hall of Fame weekends. I live in Canton, Ohio, but it's something special about Browns weekend, and this was my favorite of all time. I thank all y'all for coming down and doing what y'all did, man. I appreciate
you for having us.
No doubt. We appreciate you too, bro. And last but never least, the British Bulldog who made his appearance here in America. Yeah. How you doing, Pete? What's cracking?
Yes, back on UK soil now. Okay, jet lagged and all the stuff of it. Yeah, it's all done. Wow! What a weekend!
No doubt.
And I met my people too. You guys,
yeah.
Wow,
man.
All right, y'all. Let's get it cracking. Yo. So, as you well know, the Browns have their second preseason game starting tomorrow night. And I know Christy and them gave away some tickets to the Browns. But I want to ask you guys, Deshaun is going to be running the series. What is y'all expectation? Do you think he'll go maybe one series, two series, go down the field, score a touchdown? I want to get you guys' opinion. How do y'all feel about Deshaun coming out when his first start preseason?
Don't expect Deshaun to go down the field and score a touchdown straight away. Okay, just it's going to be emotional. This is down on the play calling. You know me, it's all about play calling. So I'll hand it over.
Okay. All right, Pete. All right. Chrissy, how you feel about Deshaun getting his first start?
Okay. I think the total opposite from Pete. I think that Deshaun is going to drive it down the field. I think he is going to score on his first drive. I think they might put him in for like 2 drives at the most, depending on like how late into the first quarter they actually take that first drive. I think that he might play a second one, but I think he's going to score the first drive. He's got a point to prove. Everybody's still saying he's knocking the dust off. I don't believe it. I think he's ready.
Okay. All right. Ray, how you feel, man? What you think, brother?
Well, check this out. I think I think it's going to come down to what the coach wants, and once he's satisfied to see how Marshawn Mushan. I say Mushan. Deshaun is working with the ones. And it could be one drive, it could be two drive. I think it's just going to be dependent on how well he looks. But I would think if I was the coach, I would err on the side of caution, and I wouldn't give him more than three series.
My brother Aaron, what do you think, bro?
Well, I think he'll do 2 series. I think he'll do one scripted series, and he'll do one with the new thing they're trying, where he goes to the line of scrimmage with 4 plays, and he reads the defense and he picks the 4 plays. So I think he'll do a scripted first drive, and the second drive, I think he'll freelance with the audibles, and I think he'll score twice. I think he'll get a touchdown and a field goal in 2 drives. I think he'll be successful.
I'd love
I
to
knew I
see
could
that.
count on you, Aaron.
Hey,
Would y'all place a bet
yes.
right now with someone? We're going to place a bet.
I'm
that
broke.
the Browns will beat the
I don't bet. I
don't spend no money.
I could never bet. I could never bet because I know that I'm overly optimistic when it comes to the Browns. I always think of the best case scenario because I don't want to put nothing else in the air. So I definitely wouldn't even bet because it's not a sensible bet because I would always err on the side of my love, Cleveland Browns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I think going into this season, I think the key word that I've been hearing from all Browns fans is cautiously optimistic.
Ooh,
And that's pretty much what I've been hearing from everybody. Nobody wants to jump on the Super Bowl bandwagon. Everybody's just saying that they're cautiously optimistic.
Hashtag see you in Vegas.
Because because really the reality of it is we could be a lot better as a team as the Cleveland Browns. We could be the best Cleveland Browns team we've ever seen back. But the AFC is so tough this year. I mean,
Right.
damn, like even if we do know that we're better than we ever been, and one thing, I mean, we probably talk about it later in the scrimmage, I've seen some things that I haven't seen out of a Cleveland Browns team that makes me optimistic because they were very astute on their assignments and everything. They were always in the right place, even if they were third and fourth string on that defense. Last year, we was in the wrong place in the first string. You know, we lost a couple games and almost lost one with the deep passes. You wasn't seeing that with Shorts. I can tell the difference. Put it that way.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, but don't forget Watson's had an off season, a pre-season, a camp. I just can't wait. Just cannot wait.
Get together down in the Bahamas again, right?
Absolutely blaze from the first snap on the first game. Watch out, Bengals.
I think so too.
All right, y'all. So we've reached that point now. Before we get to the next topic, this is a Browns trivia. In order for you to win these tickets, like I said at the beginning of the show, we're giving away 6 Flash tickets. In order for you to win this ticket, you have to answer, and I need you to answer these questions in the comments. First, people, and I'll start adding people. We'll start getting a drum and doing them randomly. Christy, let them know the first question.
All right. The first question is: before Joe Thomas's recent induction over the weekend, who was the last Cleveland Brown to be inducted into the Football Hall of Fame, and what year was it? This is one question. Who and when?
Two-parter.
All right.
Cleveland Browns player.
All right.
The
Like
last
Ray
one
Dog Cat do it.
Make sure
Joe
that
Thomas.
you leave your answers in the comments so you can be entered in. Each person who wins will win 4 tickets. 4 tickets to Six Flags.
4
And
tickets
wow.
to Six Flags. That's a whole family.
Now you might have to go to Arlington. It is in Texas, but it's a good family trip for you to take your people and go. It is what it is. Hey, I know this is not bad. I would have went.
It's we don't have the plane.
Somebody who won, they might be in Texas. We don't know, but hey, you get
They
take
can at
the
least
family
sell
enjoy it.
We do have a couple of BFO members in Texas, so I will let them know to play.
Bam,
We
there
do
you
have
go.
at least a couple, yes.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, so
All
let's
right.
get on. Let's get on to the next subject.
Yes.
This is something Chrissy wanted to talk about real. Chrissy, what do you call this segment?
I call it the guys that had the world in the palm of their hands and they freaking blew it. You actually, Mr. Deacon, had a better like little term for it. I'm sure you'll put it across the ticker here later on. But like everybody's going goo goo gaga over Johnny Manziel's recent documentary that's out. The dude never looked at a lick of tape. And it's funny because Brady Quinn was like, I don't feel bad for this guy. He's sitting here like, oh, woe is me. But he got drafted in the first round by a team that needed him desperately to actually take this job seriously and become the quarterback that he was at Texas A&M. And it never happened because he decided to go party. And there was all these elaborate lies. I mean, crap. Up until last night when I watched the documentary, I was still under the impression that he came from money. It was all a lie.
He had the money phone on the pink flamingo and shit.
Yeah.
You know.
And his grandfather never had money in oil. It was all a lie. Like everything. So the Raiders, I think it was a wide receiver. Was it Henry Ruggs?
Correct.
He was just he was driving 158 miles per hour and killed a young lady and her dog. DUI manslaughter, 3 to 10 years.
What do y'all? I'm gonna ask the panel. What do y'all think about that, man? About this guy, Aaron? What you think about that, man?
You know, a lot of times people's talent get them in rooms that their character can't sustain. You know, just because they're talented don't mean they have good character. Like Kendrick Lamar said, famous does not mean good morals. You know, so I'm just saying, when you get people like Ja Morant, when they're that young and you're giving millions, you know, is that with education? I mean, they try to, but if you never came from that kind of money or don't know nothing about it, you don't know what it can do to you.
Yeah, look at, prime example, Johnny Manziel. And now I just heard about this Rashard Breeland that was a Super Bowl champion with the Chiefs. He got caught with 2 AK-47s, 2 AR-15s, a bunch of shrooms, and guess what? He was in a stolen Mercedes with the VINs, like.
Yeah, he's getting ready to go do something. He's about to go do something.
Like it's
I'm gonna ask the rest of the panel. Pete, how do you feel about that, man?
What makes these people do this? They've got the world in their hands. I mean, with the most recent one I can think of is Perry and Winfrey.
Christy's homie.
Stupid.
About his jersey.
These guys need they need educating. It's not just about playing football. It's just going into the organisation and then being taught.
Hold on, Christy. Hold on. Go ahead.
She's desperate to jump in. Teach these young guys how to handle the fact that they are now superstars with millions and millions of dollars at their fingertips. That's part of the program. It's not just about playing football. It's about creating character. So,
no doubt. Ray, what you feel about that, man? What you think about these guys?
Well, here's the thing. Think about it for a second. From Pop Warner to junior high, high school, college, these guys live in a bubble. I mean, they're never told no. They're given everything, and then they're released with millions of dollars, and they don't have a clue how to live a life. I mean, or anything. I mean, that is the problem within itself. I mean, they're basically pampered their whole lives. But then we step back and go, well, how did that happen? Well, you know how it happened. You've been pampering them since they were 8 years old.
Damn, I mean, but is that a reason to be going 100-something miles an hour?
No. But what I'm saying though, you live a privileged life, and you think you're above the law. You can get away with anything.
Yep. That's why they need a team mom like me, because I think a team mom for everyone in the NFL teams would be great, because it. And I'm not trying to be like cheesy and joking.
I'm doing a show. What's happening?
I'm sorry, Aaron. Are we interrupting your phone call?
What the hell, Aaron?
Here, I will mute.
Okay.
It's all good. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, though. You know what I'm saying? All right, Christy. Let's get that second. Let's get that second.
Better bring the Haslams, Aaron. That better bring the Haslams on the phone there. I'm just saying.
Right. All right. So second one will piggyback off of this subject. Since the Johnny Manziel sensation is all again, nobody really cares. What year was he drafted by the Browns? And at what position? This is one question. What year and what number?
Oh wow, man.
Oh, good.
I don't
Good
even. Oh
effort.
yeah, I could, but I'm gonna let that ride.
But yeah, you guys can't answer. We're giving the tickets away, right?
No doubt, no doubt. So you guys, since we got 2 more questions left, we'll save it.
Yes.
Anything you guys got to say about the Hall of Fame weekend, and if you want to recap on what your experiences was? Ray had it popping at Mission Barbecue, and I ain't gonna spoil it. Ray, what's going on at Mission, man? Let us know.
Yeah, Ray.
Well, we went down and we picked everything up today and brought it back to Youngstown, actually for a event that's going on this Saturday that none other than Deshaun Watson will be at, but we'll talk about that a little later.
Oh,
But back to Hall of Fame weekend. Oh man, from the Mission Barbecue tailgate to the Gold Jacket dinner to the Jim Brown tribute to the game to the parade to the car show. I mean, it was just an amazing, unforgettable weekend.
I'll tell you what. One of my favorite parts was the Jim Brown tribute. And VFO members actually donated those tickets for us to be able to go. So thank you, VFO members. We appreciate you so much. I had the joy of sitting next to Aaron, and I had Unique sitting in front of me. And to be able to sit there with these two men who are, family to me, and to just hear these people talking, I was so inspired. I kept looking at Aaron and I'm like crying. I'm like, dude, I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm like, of course he got to see me all emotional in person because I was losing my mind. But yeah, it was great. I mean, I think I took away more from that than I did from meeting Joe Hayden and Josh and Maria Cribbs and Eric Metcalf and all the other players that we met.
all the other business. Yes.
Pete, how did you feel, man? What was great? What's your favorite moment?
Shenanigans. My favorite moment, okay, from a football fan, is the way that Kev Stefanski put down the playbook for the second half. All right, he put down the Denny's menu. It's gone. It's okay. I'm handing over duties to somebody else, and look what happened in the second half.
Yeah.
Dude, how many times did the wave go around that stadium? Like
they kept doing
4 or 5 times.
Well, but wait, Christy, it like started and then it stopped. Then it went a little further, then it stopped. Then it kept on going further, and it was like somebody was giving it a jump or something. I was like,
I don't know. I turned around and all of a sudden it was just going. It went around like 3 times.
Yeah, we lived it.
Aaron, what was your favorite moment, my brother?
Oh man, by far it was the Jim Brown tribute. I didn't expect all that, but hey, I tell you what, they did it top notch. It was class all the way. I think everybody that was there felt privileged. And, that's what I feel about this whole week, being with you guys, watching Ray do his thing, watching the Browns, watching you guys, do your thing with Josh and Maria, man. I just feel privileged to be there, man. It was a great week. But yeah, that Jim Brown tribute, it was off the hook, man.
Awesome.
Yeah, no doubt. My brother, I love you, man. And we blessed to have you, man. And, I know it's just, to see you and knowing you since we was younger, and your energy level, and I'm glad that you're getting that back, man. That's important, man, and your health, brother. And I love you, and I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? We all.
I didn't want to let him go.
Christy was talking about wheeling you around the whole. Christy said, "If it's some pop, I'll wheel him around the whole stadium if I have to."
I wish I did. Because they told me most to walk like 8. They said walk like 8 minutes, maybe a mile or 2 a day. Shoot, I walked 4 miles that day, and I walked for over 48 minutes. So that just let me know that I'm A-okay. I'm doing good. I'm on the way back.
I did a lot of walking.
My brother.
Up and down.
Well, I will just say, just from a British point of view, a British fan's point of view, there's 2 or 3 things in my life that make me stand up and applaud. And the end of the Jim Brown tribute was just, man, honestly, my eyes were wet.
Yeah, I don't think anybody had dry eyes.
One of those life moments.
Hey, Pete, I think all of us was up there cutting onions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
All right, so Christy, let's get the last 2 out the way because we up against the show.
Last 2 questions.
Yep.
All right. So, who did the Browns just sign from the USFL? Hint, he also went to the high school that I graduated from.
Yeah, repeat it one more time.
All right. Who did the Browns just sign from the USFL? I think it was the Stallions. There's another
Correct.
hint.
Oh, you talking about the wide receiver? No,
It's
they signed more than one.
Too much
They signed more than one, y'all.
information.
okay.
Oh,
you're done.
Aaron, right. Yeah,
Okay.
so he
You're
is
done
the
over
wide
there.
receiver. So let's get in the question. He is a wide receiver.
See, I want you to get the right one. They
Yeah,
signed
yeah.
more than
Oh,
one.
they have. Well, it's the only one that went to high school where I went to high school.
There's
At.
only one correct answer.
Right.
Well, we want to enter in, right? All right. So the last, before Chrissy says the last question, Maria and Ray got something. Now, this is an NFL related question. Okay. So before Chrissy says what it is, the fan will get an autographed Felix Wright poster. Also, Ray got something that Ray want to also give away.
Aw, you guys are so awesome.
Oh, Joe Patonio.
No, not
Joe
What?
Patonio.
Antonio. Oh,
Yeah,
I can
so
get
the
my
last
hands on
person
that.
who gets this question right, when you enter the drawing, you will get both these posters. They will be sent to you.
Wow.
All right, Chrissy, let them know.
All right.
Wow.
Before Roger Goodell, who was the NFL commish?
Oh,
Repeat
shoot.
one more time.
My favorite dude.
Before Roger Goodell, who was the NFL commish? And
All right.
for good measure, what year did he stop being the
That's
commissioner?
easy. That's
Y'all tripping.
What years was he commissioner? That'd be a good one. What years was he commissioner from?
It is, after this week, you guys, if you're watching the show, you guys are going to see some different changes. We're doing some different stuff. Hopefully, we have some new sponsorships, different things like that. And I speak from deeply from my heart. All the people who supported TMDE, BFO, SMG, Hidden Celebrities, all the good stuff. I can't even speak out all the stuff that's going on. We appreciate y'all so much. And y'all know we got to time this, like I say, we got to time it like we did on the show. And like I say every week, go Browns,
Browns,
bitches.
and we'll see y'all next week, man. Peace.
We'll never recreate it unless we're in person again.
Hey, that was fire, though.